Hello everybody and welcome back to another fun-filled and exciting episode of Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world and I bitch complain about things that annoy me, bother me, piss me off, and just plain make me want to jump headfirst into the shallow end of a deep, deep swimming pool. I love using that line. But anyway, today I want to discuss the fact that this is actually a happy rant video, I guess you could say. I'm happy for once. It's a very rarity here on this show that I'm actually ever happy when I rant about something. So the new Spongebob movie's come out, and fans ain't too pleased with it. At least there's not a lot of people that are happy with it. There are some diehard fans out there that are going, oh my god, this is the greatest thing in the world. It's so beautiful. It's perfect. And there are others that are seeing it for what it actually fucking is. And for those of you that don't know what it is, here, let me spell it out for you, courtesy of Saberspark. It was a promotional campaign for your freaking spinoff. Yep. Isn't it great and wonderful when a character that's been on the air for so many years has been milked dry by the corporation that created it to the point that they now need to shoehorn a movie just to be the pitch reel for their freaking spinoff. Oh, you darling little yellow bastard. If this doesn't put the final nail in your coffin, nothing will. Whew! So apparently, even if the Squidward spinoff was deemed to be fake, we still have at least 2 spinoffs coming. You have freaking Camp Coral and the Patrick Star talk show, whatever the hell that thing's gonna be called. Why don't they just call it Under the Sea with Patrick? I don't fucking care. I don't care. But we have both of those, and you have SpongeBob, and the latest SpongeBob atrocity, Sponge on the Run. Yeah, how about SpongeBob has the runs? Or better yet, SpongeBob gives the runs. Or even better, SpongeBob possibly could cause the runs if viewed in massive quantities. Because guess what? It sucks, apparently. Now, I did not see it. I do not do Netflix, nor do I have the ability to see it in one of the many places that it has been released. Not the U.S., And before somebody goes, Andrew, VPN, yeah, there are a lot of countries that have instantly figured out a way to block that. So that's not exactly a viable option. Love how the people still pitching the VPN service, though, are paid to do that and tell you that you can still do that. But look at some of the YouTubers that are doing that, and you can see which ones will come right out and tell you that that's not possible anymore, that's not possible anymore, and that's not possible anymore. Hell, Bennett the Sage pretty much came right out and said it. So, yeah. And he's over in Italy, so go figure that one out. But I digress. Of course, you have the new movie, and it's going to be met with one of those, is it good, is it bad sort of scenarios. Now, not everybody in the world's going to love something when it comes out. You cannot please everyone. God knows you want to try, but you know you can't. And this is just one of those times when I, myself, am so happy that a movie bombs so horribly. Yes! Yes! Oh, I thought when Teen Titans Go to the Movies crapped out at the box office, that was the best day of my life. When SpongeBob crashes and burns, I can feel justified in my rants. And I don't care if I'm told to go to Brazil or whatever the hell that other video told me to do to myself. I don't care. SpongeBob crashed and burned. Yes. But yes, seriously, apparently the movie isn't the world's greatest. Saberspark did a quick review of it. He actually wasn't a big fan of it. I mean, it's basically a rehashing of everything in it. You have Squidward, who now suddenly likes SpongeBob, and what the fuck? I mean, Squidward was supposed to be this character that hates SpongeBob, right? I thought that was the whole deal. Because not everybody in this town of happy-go-lucky, I swear to God, there's a nuclear waste dump somewhere around there, group of morons, could basically love that little yellow bastard. I mean, let's face it, this town has a goddamn SpongeBob day, where they disappear from Bikini Bottom for an entire day to leave SpongeBob alone. Go figure on that one, folks. So, of course, I just can't get by on the fact that this is what you call astronomical bullshit. But I digress. So, of course, SpongeBob SquarePants. Horrible yellow bastard. I have hated him for the longest time. And I know somebody out there is going to go, but Andrew, I thought you said you liked two things of SpongeBob. Yeah, I like one joke and two songs. That's it. That show has been out now for over 20 years, and that's all I like, is one joke and two songs. And they're from the early shit, and that's because I caught clips of them on TV when I was channel surfing or in a commercial because Nickelodeon had to just keep pushing that character into the limelight. They want to have their Mickey Mouse. They want to have their big moneymaker. Betsy's gotta come here for milking, baby. Yeah, well, here's the problem. Betsy's gone dry. Yeah. You want to know what happens when the cow can't give milk anymore? That's when you start seeing hamburger at your local grocery store. Yeah, because Betsy's been ground into ground beef. Yep, that's what happens when the cow don't give no more milk. It becomes ground beef for food. You see how the wonderful circle of life works, kids? This is how it works. The show starts to suck, the show gets canceled, and I start dancing a jig. Yahoo! Look, I'm sorry. I am not a fan of SpongeBob. This thing has outlived, not only has it outlived its usefulness to the network, it has outlived its stay in general. It has outlived its welcome. This show ended several other Nicktoons, created the Nicktoon graveyard at it is now because Nickelodeon was like, we can't get rid of this. Viacom at the time that had a small hand in Nickelodeon was like, oh no, you can't get rid of this. This thing's a moneymaker. Oh my God, we can make a fucking fortune here. No. Those other shows, ditch them. We'll bring you some new stuff that looks so horribly bad. It'll make this thing look like it's God among cartoons. If you think Cartoon Network has a chance in hell of beating us in the ratings, oh my God, they have yet to battle us. Nickelodeon was basically thinking like Zap Brannigan from Futurama. Just figures, I'm just going to keep shoving shit right into this and hope and pray that this is what they want. It's like, what the hell? Okay, I love that there was a thing online that SpongeBob's ratings dropped for the first time in years. And I'm just like, woohoo! I'm dancing a freaking jig in my mind. I am so happy it isn't funny. I'm like, dear God, it's finally happened. SpongeBob finally sucks. Yes! Yes! Thank you! Thank you! Only to find out that, yeah, you're going to have that slump. Every show in the world will always have an off season. That season that just makes you think that the show's gone to pot. The Simpsons have had a few. Family Guy's had several over the last few years. You even had some in shows that have already been canceled, like Futurama. Let's face it, all three of the movies that they shoehorned into one season, season 5, that did suck. I'm sorry, the movies weren't bad, but they just were horrible. It was literally all one continuous plot, because if you watched the first one, Bender's Big Score, that led into the second one, which then led into the third one, which then was basically a kiss my ass, I don't care anymore. And then the series came back on Comedy Central before they massacred it to hell, and that was the end of that. Yeah. Look, I get the concept, okay? SpongeBob is Nickelodeon's massive cash cow. But here's the problem. Unlike Mickey Mouse for Disney, which, oh wow, yeah, that would be bad. Mickey Mouse on Nickelodeon. Oh my God. Oh God. Perish the thought of that. Whew. Whoa. Oh my God. That'd be terrifying. No. Unlike Mickey Mouse for Disney, who constantly can give milk like there's no tomorrow. Every time Mickey Mouse's face is plastered somewhere, there's dollar signs rolling on Disney's mind. But of course, they realize that eventually the mouse is going to give out. And then you have Oh, look! SpongeBob on Nickelodeon. And we're here. I mean, hell, even the Teen Titans Go on Cartoon Network have outlived their usefulness. Hell, they're even crossing over with Freakazoid. Freakazoid! When was the last time you ever heard someone say Freakazoid? That's what I thought. That's basically the WB needs to renew the license and prove that they have plans for it to keep the license going, because if not, the license gets shoved away, and then it gets put into the public domain, and then just like that, they lose control. Oh yes, thank you Disney for fucking us over on that one. Yes, you bastards. But anyway, SpongeBob sucks. Yeah, back to that. Back to breaking news, SpongeBob blows. I mean, I have stressed my issues with this series so many times. I don't want to say 90%, but I want to say at least a good decent chunk of my rant videos have been geared towards the sponge. Look, there are so many other shows out there that I have come to hate over the years. Teen Titans Go. I royally hated Sanjay and Craig. I was not a massive fan of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, yet I did like The Sweet Life on Deck for some unknown reason. I can never figure that one out. And there were shows on other networks. Did anybody ever see that show on FX called Wilfred? You know, the one with the dog that was actually a person in a suit that apparently Frodo from The Lord of the Rings could see? I guess that's what happens when you touch the One Ring. It gives you into a permanent nightmarish hell that you cannot wake from. Where you will see a dog in a suit, and it's a person in a dog suit acting like a dog. Yeah. I'm not joking. That exists, look it up. But anyway, it gets worse. Oh God, does it get worse? It gets worse, you say. Andrew, how could this get worse? This cannot possibly get any worse. Au contraire. You see, SpongeBob circumvented the downfall of Nickelodeon. Now, I know somebody out there is going to go, Andrew, Nickelodeon is not in a decline. It has been this strong for years. No, see, Nickelodeon back in the 90s knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. The programming that they had was good, and it was entertaining. What they should have done was branch off on that. Just slightly. Okay? And had the same style of feel for some of the day, and then about 6, 7 o'clock at night, I go with 6 o'clock because they would usually switch over about 9 for Nick at Night. So for 3 hours, you would have what would be the teenagers, the tweens. That's where you could have shoved the Dan Schneider shit. All right, that's where iCarly could have gone. That's where all that crap should have showed up. But still have the good stuff early in the day. And I think they tried that. But the problem was they had a little yellow elephant in the damn room. Yeah. I'm talking, of course, about SpongeBob. Yeah. So Sponge on the Run sucks. The third movie is a disaster, I guess. It was released online, pretty much like all the other Nickelodeon stuff, because Hey Arnold the Jungle movie tanked so bad, they were not going to put any of the other stuff on TV. Oh my God. Hey Arnold the Jungle movie would tank so bad in the ratings, it wasn't funny. Nickelodeon's like, oh no. No, we're not doing this again. The problem is that Hey Arnold was a niche market. I'll even admit it. Hey Arnold was a niche market. And the problem with it was that they never advertised it enough that it was coming out. Hell, I heard about it in a news article. I never once saw an ad for it on YouTube. But God forbid, I could see ads for Henry Danger. I could see ads for any other piece of shit that Nickelodeon's popping out of its ass. But yet, I never saw an ad for Hey Arnold the Jungle movie. I didn't even know if it actually came out until somebody did a review on it. I'm like, oh my God, it came out? So that was Nickelodeon's own fault. Now, Now, of course, Nickelodeon has been slowly exercising its own head from its ass. I mean, let's face it, they finally got themselves a general surgeon to yank it out of there. Because they gave us the Loud House, the Casa Grandes. I'll admit, while granted, okay, I will admit with the one person, it is kind of a ripoff of Fox's The Cleveland Show, both in style and form. But here's the thing. I don't care! Anything, and I mean anything, that can put that little yellow bastard in its place, as far as I'm concerned, gets my full support. And I've seen episodes of The Loud House. I think it's a great show. It's perfect. That is old school Nickelodeon for a new school audience. It is perfect. It is just what they needed. Now, if only we could get rid of SpongeBob, we'd be perfect. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Are you happy that SpongeBob's new movie, is bombing and not doing as well as it should have, or is just a total train wreck of a clusterfuck? Or are you one of those, well, it wasn't it wasn't bad? Because personally, I'm never going to watch it, but the people out there that have seen it, some are not happy and some are kind of pissed. So yeah, I want to know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been another fun-filled episode of Andrew Rants.